In this lesson, we will talk about how to parent one object to another so that it will follow that object's motion. Okay, so if I scrub through my animation here, you can see that my piece of text that we've created with the count up effect on it is really just sitting in the middle of the composition, but I want it to follow along with my circle. So what we need to do is parent this number to the shape. So let me show you how to do that. I want to go ahead and rename really quickly the names of these layers that we've created so they're not so generic, and we'll be able to kind of look through here a little bit more quickly and see what we're working with. So the shape layer here that we've created, let's just name this teal circle. And the way that I'm getting to that rename is simply by right-clicking on the name of the layer and then going to the bottom of that context menu and clicking rename, and then you can just type in whatever you want to call it. So we can call this our count up. And so that just gives us a little bit better of a look at what we're working with. And whenever you only change the layer name here in the timeline, you can always toggle back to the actual name of that layer by clicking right there. So now we're looking at the source name, and then now we're looking at the layer name. So you can see that that count up changes whenever I click that. So I want to look at the layer names for now, just so I can stay a little bit more organized. Okay, so let's talk about how to parent this number. All I have to do is use the pick whip. So you can see this little column here that is defaulting to be on, and that says parent. Now, if yours isn't turned on right now, you can simply right click anywhere on this column and then come down here to where it says columns, and you're going to have a little bit of a list here of different columns you can turn on. So you want to make sure that parent has a check next to its name. So you can see this little swirl underneath that parent column, and what that is the parent pick whip. So anytime I want a layer to follow another layer's position animation, or really any kind of animation that's been applied to it, I can use that pick whip to make it follow. So I want the count up layer to follow the teal circle layer. So I will use the count up layer pick whip and drag it to the teal circle layer. So if I click and hold, see that I get this little line that extends out of that, and I can really drag it to any layer that I want, but we're wanting to do it to the teal circle. So you can see that I am hovering that over the teal circle name, and if I just let go, now this drop down that said none before says that it's following teal circle. So we can scrub this, and you see that now those numbers are following along with that circle as it animates. So that's really helpful and a really quick way to get this animation to match up without having to go in and add position keyframes to the count up, because there's really just a quicker way to do that. And now any other kind of animations that we add to our teal circle are going to be mirrored by that count up layer that we have on the timeline. So in this lesson, we learned about parenting and how valuable it can be to save us time with our animations.